Welcome to your mom's favorite channel. So today we'll be making tuna sandwiches and we'll be using chickpeas. It's very accessible, it's very cheap, and it's very versatile. And it's a pretty good source of protein. So let's go. You could use the dried chickpeas, but today we'll be using the canned stuff. So firstly, drain it, get it into a bowl. We'll be mashing these up, so use a bowl that can withstand beating. I'm using a thing you normally make mashed potatoes with. You could use a food processor. It tends to make the stuff a bit too pasty though, too fine. You basically just want to crush each individual chickpea. So if there's any large pieces left, just use a fork. Gets the job done too. You should end up with something like this. Now let's get some flavor up in this bitch. I like red onions. They look pretty, they don't really taste different. And the amount of onion you want to use, it's totally up to you. I suggest using about 1/4 of an onion. And also chopping it up nice and fine. Feel free to grate it. It might make you cry a bit, but that's okay. We all cry sometimes. If you don't like the taste of raw onions, please feel free to cook it. The raw onion will give it a nice crunch and will maintain those colors nicely, and it's magic. Next up we've got the green onion, and as the name would suggest, it's green. It's a young onion, it hasn't matured yet, so it's not as pungent, and it gives us that nice beautiful green color. And to this, we'll be adding 1 fresh clove of garlic. And if you crush the garlic first, the skin comes off way easier. Then also give it a nice fine chop. Not a lot of people like biting into big pieces of raw garlic. I find that onion powder has a nice sweet tinge to it, so I like adding that too. The smoked paprika just gives that some nice smokiness and a little bit of zest. Also, who doesn't love pepper? About a teaspoon of salt and dill. So dill is often used in fish dishes, so it will accompany this dish pretty well. And just give it a nice fine chop and you'll find out that it's very aromatic. Oh, and no, we're not done. So next we've got some sweet piquant peppers. I think that's how you pronounce it, or pepperdews. So 2 of them will suffice. Just throw it in, chop it like that, or just do it the old school way and go at it by just using a knife and chop, chop, chop. You might be thinking, how the f will this taste like fish? So this is where the magic comes in. Some nori sheets and some kelp strips. Or if you have the bigger kumbu ones, that's fine as well. So you just need a little bit, and that kelp will give it a nice burst of umami. So that's all you need. So the nori is normally used with a sushi. That's what you'll see around. Oh, hey kitty. Wait a minute. You look like... I will call you Nori from now on. You are Nori, the cat. So here's another magic trick for you. Take the nori sheet, fold it in half, you fold it in half again. You start folding into little triangles. Illuminati. More triangles and more triangles. Try to see how small you can get it. It's going to be difficult. It will start breaking. Once you reach your limit, put it in. You realize I wasted your time. Blend it for about 4 seconds. It should turn into a fine powder. So I ended up only using about half of this. It's very fishy. So add with caution. Mayonnaise, nice thick, creamy, tangy mayo will do. Just about 2 heaped tablespoons. Just mix that in. And don't forget lemon juice. Lemon juice makes everything better. And try not to get any pips in there. And taste as you go. Just make sure everything is seasoned properly. The other day I went to the spice shop and I wanted to get some liquid smoke, and this guy helped me. His name is Joe. He tells me, hey man, I've got something here at the back, and it's not that regular weak ass store-bought bullshit. Apparently this stuff you have to dilute in water first. So he's like, just add a few drops. So I did. I added 4 drops. Was pretty strong, but it was delicious. Almost done. So next we've got some bread. This is like a ciabatta slash panini. You have to put it in the oven for 15 minutes. So while that's there, let's cut some tomatoes. So with the cucumber, I want to cut it into ribbons, lengthwise. So I'm gonna use a vegetable peeler, and the first 3 passes are generally shit. So the further down you get, the wider they get. Don't go into the pips. We've got these salad leaves. I just like these. Magic. This stuff is pretty versatile. You can put it on almost anything. We've got these little olive crostinis and some raggedy ass little toasts. I don't know what they are, but you can put this stuff on almost anything. It will taste good. Hey Nori, do you want some? You want some, Nori?
Daddy is not real fish, but I'll still eat it.
Anyway, bread's done. It's hot. Watch out. It's hot. And let's just cut it. So let's just wait a bit. Please be careful with hot things. Don't burn yourself. Don't be stupid. Don't cut towards yourself like I do. Alright, let's do this. Tomato first. Put your cucumber. Then you put your chickpea mix. A few salad leaves. You got yourself a sandwich. It's easy as that. And you can even put this in a leaf like this. Kale, lettuce, spinach. I don't know. Fuck it. Alright, let's eat.